Hello there and welcome to my video on how to get the Fathom Dweller Mount. To start off by getting this very interesting looking jellyfish mount, you'll have to go to Broken Shores right here where I am on the map, and then you just basically go up here and talk to Dragthul, and that is what's gonna start the whole thing. Right here, you talk to this guy. I can't do it right now obviously because I've already done it, but you're gonna go through some text dialogues with him, and then that starts the whole thing. So the next step you want to go, the next place you want to go to is right here where I am on the map right now, on the Broken Shores I think it's called. You want to go to that little cave in there, and at the end of that cave it's a tiny little mud pile of, I guess you should call it. It's very difficult to miss and see, but right there where you see him, I'm holding my mouse right now. That's where you want to right click and loot the weathered relic, I think it's called, and then you want to zoom right back to that flow, go through some more text dialogue. He's gonna basically talk about that skull. I don't remember what he said. Yeah, so yeah, right, you go through more text dialogue with him. You have to make sure you go through every single text dialogue, open and close it, until he says go away. That's when you know you can start going around the world and finding all the hidden orbs you have to unlock. Right, now he says go away. Right, so now I'm in a Suna. This is the first one you have to go to. This is probably the most difficult for me to find personally. I spent a very long time looking for this little cave. I thought it was pretty well hidden. I couldn't find it for the longest time, but here it is. That's the first hungering orb you have to loot. They look pretty though. It's like tiny little purple thingies that I don't understand them, but they're on like a cool mount. Right, next to we are in between Suramar and Stormheim. I landed at the Crimson Ticket. I walked up the road a little bit, and that's why I ended up here. I didn't really show on the map, I forgot to do that, but just find a Crimson Ticket in Suramar and walk up the road, and you should see this place right here. You can see the coordinates up in my minimap, top right corner, and in this cave is where you can find the second orb you need to loot. Be careful though, this elite does not mess around. Hit me for 5 million right there. I didn't like it. Especially didn't like it when I saw this very long corpse walk. Yeah, I tilted a little bit there. Anyways, I walk back and I just rest at the end of the cave so she doesn't see me, or he. I don't know what gender that ghost is. Doesn't matter. I rest at the end of the cave, loot it, or enable it, or I don't know what you do with the orbs. You just do something with them. Alright, next place we're at is Valshara. I think this is. Yeah, it is Valshara. I got myself here for a second. I didn't quite record this one that well. I messed up on the recording here, but it's up on the minimap, the coordinates. The entrance can be a little bit difficult to find, but I'm sure you guys will figure it out. If not, just write in the comments and I'll try and help you through that. Next place is back at Broken Isles, at the very edge of the border of where you die if you go out of the border because of the I don't know what it's called again. You don't drown, that other thing, yeah, but you just have to go all the way outside of that border, and then under the little rock there you see below me, and that should be a little hidden cave, and that's where you should get the fourth one if I am counting correctly now. I don't think I am, but yeah, it should be right down there. So here we are in the cave. You want to be careful you don't step on those steamy things. They do a crap ton of damage. They do a lot of damage. But yeah, I can't really click on it because I already went through it at this point. I had to go back and re-record that place because I didn't get any footage of it at all. But you click on it, activate it. Oh, and a quick side note, if you can't click on any of them, just wait, because it probably means that somebody clicked on it before you, and there's a cooldown between each player clicking on it, as far as I know. Right, now we're back at Asuna in a little crystal cave at the top right corner of the map. We go and loot it. Also, I've looted this one before, but it's in that little thing right there. You see why I'm holding the mouse? That's where it was. Now we are up in Stormheim at the very, very top corner on that island above that island. This one I personally had quite a bit of trouble finding as well, but the easiest way to do it is just to go to the statue, find that neutral shark, and just go below the shark, and voila, you'll find the cave. It's right there, you see below the shark. It's a tiny little crevice you can go in between. And that's a cave, yeah. So this place also has, well, it also has a lot of those steamy things as the previous underwater cave we were at, but this one has a lot more and it's very dangerous. I've already looted this one too, had to go back and re-record it, so you can't see me clicking it, but you should be able to go in between the steamy things. I didn't quite manage to do it in the video I was going to show you, but yeah, I'll show you how much damage they do instead. They do a lot of damage. Almost died. I was at 7 or 8% health, so be careful when you step over them. The next one here can be a bit tricky to get to, I think. You have to go up and around of the Skyhorn place and jump down. At least that's the way I found to do it. Since I'm a demon hunter, I could just, you know, open my wings out and stop my fall damage. And then you have to go through that bush right there in that little secret cave that's there. And then in the mouth of that skeleton there is the 7th orb, I think. Yeah, 7th orb. And this 8th orb is back in Asuna again. There's 3 orbs in Asuna in total. This one is in, it's one of those pretty hidden ones as well. You gotta go through the bushes and leaves and that kind of stuff to find the cave. Very mean of Blizzard to hide them like that, but at the same time I also like it. It makes it a bit challenging. And they also hit the orb here in this one quite good, I'd say. Under those leaves, pretty difficult to find at first. I managed to do it though, of course. And then the last orb you have to get is under the Eye of Ashara map part. Not the dungeon itself, but like on the world map you see it there. You just go to where I was in the location. You can see the coordinates on the map and on the minimap in case you're wondering. And then you see this sunken ship here. It's like a little labyrinth going through the ship, so I'm showing you the whole way through the ship. Also be careful you don't drown, unless you bring like water breathing potion or buff or whatever. I didn't drown though, luckily. I'm failing quite horribly at getting through this, even though I've done it multiple times. This is like, yeah, I don't know how many times I tried recording this video. A few times. This is also my first time doing a tutorial kind of video, so any feedback you guys might have I would love in the comments, so I can improve, you know, some constructive criticism. So it's another underwater cave in a little maze of a shipwreck there. No steamy, dangerous things here except for some crabs. Are they crabs? Yeah. And then you just go here to the right, and there's the 10th and last orb. Actually, is that the 9th one? No, that's the 10th one. Or is that the 10th one? I don't know. It's all in the video. You guys just follow along, yeah? The last one you have to click on. It's right back at Dracthul. He goes up to you, talks, says a bit of stuff, and then that unlocks the world quest. Ta-da! You will either get the pet reward or the mount reward. As I'm recording this video, I think EU is getting the mount every single time, and the US or NA is getting the pet every time this week. I'm not 100% sure if it works like that or not, but that's the theory so far at least. Here I am killing the boss. It's a huge lag fest. It's terrible. I killed him. I got the reward. I got the mount. Go up and loot him for the gold. Why not? And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys liked it and found it very helpful and useful. If you did, hit that like button, and as I said before, if you have any constructive criticism or anything you want to say about the video, let me know in the comments and I can try and improve for my next video. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.